I wanted to start it off with 2 stories. One of which is probably top 2 craziest stories of my life. I know you've heard it. You were there.
I was featured in it.
You were a key component in this story. Let me break it down real quick. Before we dive into True Fan and why you guys are here in New York and all of that, I thought it would be fun to open with this story. So you had asked me to come out to Toronto, where you guys are from, for the weekend because I was going to talk to the company and it was the NBA Finals. So the combination of those 2 things was very, very exciting. And you booked flights through TrueFan for me. One was at 7 a.m. I don't do well with mornings. We'll just lay that first and foremost. And then our friend Jack, the legend, runs best crosses on Instagram. Absolute legend. He tells us that he has courtside seats for the NBA Finals. We get very excited.
Very excited.
I go to bed the night before. I set my alarm. I call my doorman to tell me to wake me up in case I'm not out of the house by 5 a.m. for a 7 a.m. flight to Toronto. Short flight.
It's like an hour.
I go to bed. I don't pack my bags. I always pack when I get up. It's quick. It's an easy trip. I wake up. It's light outside. Red flag number 1. I look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. I panic.
He checks his phone.
I check my phone. It's 10 a.m. I go straight to the airport. No flights going to Toronto. This is the day of the NBA Finals. So it's Sunday. And this is game 2. It was that morning, 10 a.m. No more flights to Toronto. I finally, at like noon, find a flight that goes into Detroit. So I fly to Detroit. It's now 3 p.m. It's a 45-minute flight from there. It's now 4 p.m. The flight gets delayed for another hour and a half. It's now 5:30 in the afternoon. And you're like, first, when I was back in New York, you called me and you're like, where are you? Are you here? You were supposed to land 2 hours ago.
At this point, I actually didn't even know where you were. Like, I didn't know if you were coming for the game. I thought you'd probably miss the game, maybe come in that night, but I had no idea.
I think he texted me because I had a meeting by the apartment. And he's like, yo, swing by the apartment. Buster's going to be there. Make sure you let him in. So I swung back and he was like, I haven't even left because I haven't heard anything.
Crazy.
So I'm in Michigan and and the flight's delayed for 2 more hours. So it's now 6 p.m. for an 8 p.m. start time game.
Like tip off is 8 p.m.
And I'm not in the country. And I'm not a rapper. I'm not flying private or anything. No. I am at the, arms of this airline. And we take off. We get in at 7.
It was literally like 7:05, like an hour before tip off.
An hour before tip
off.
I sprinted through the airport, told the security my situation. They got me to the front of the line. Like, they're like, where are you sitting? I was like,
courtside.
On the wood. And they're like, all right, front of the line. If I had said like nosebleeds, they probably wouldn't let me through. And I somehow sprinted to a train, got on the train.
That train is good, huh?
The UP.
Amazing.
Bullet train, literally 20 minutes.
I changed into a Knicks jersey on the train. People looked at me like I was crazy, but honestly, I was crazy. And I made it to the apartment at 7:40. You guys are waiting in the lobby.
We're waiting in the lobby. We look at Buster running. And just like the minute he gets through the doors, he's so amped. He's like, let's fucking go.
I don't know if I've ever been more excited in my entire life than making that game.
We dropped, thankfully also my apartment's like right beside the
There were so many things that went in that favor.
Like we literally got there and...
You guys didn't even go up to the apartment. I'm pretty sure.
Did we go direct? Did we do it right to the game? I think
we went up, dropped off bags.
Yeah.
Because you can't get in with the bags.
And then ran right through.
Oh my God. I'm getting stressed just telling the story right now. I'm stressed, bro.
That was one of the best nights of my life though.
That was one of the, even though they lost, that was the most fun ever. Could you imagine if I was still on a plane getting selfies from you courtside of the game?
You know I would have sent them too.
Oh, 100%. And I would be talking about those selfies here on the podcast. But thankfully not.